Zeff the chipmunk scurried through the woodland with a small bundle of berries gathered in his paws. His heart was bright with the memory of the day he had helped old Fern, the gentle mouse with poor sight. He could remember the warmth in his chest the day he carried food to her door. Zeff whispered to himself as he hurried down the path, "I want to feel that again." Up ahead, resting near a fallen log, sat an armadillo. His shell was rough and rigid, and his eyes, half hidden, gave off a weary glaze. Zeff padded closer, bowing slightly, and he held out the berries. "Good day, friend," Zeff said, his voice hopeful. "I gathered these for you as a gift." The armadillo turned his head slowly. His voice was sharp, his tone dismissive. "What use do I have for scraps?" he scoffed. "Do you think pity makes you important? Take them away. I don't need your little offerings." These words struck Zeff like stones. His paws began to tremble. His tail drooped, and the bright warmth in his chest collapsed into a dull ache. He lowered the bundle, whispering to himself, "Maybe I never really will be enough." After that, Zeff wandered away down the path toward the stream. There, beside the flowing water, he saw Mila arranging herbs in her satchel. At the sight of her calm presence, the weight in his chest loosened, and he hurried to her side. "Mila," Zeff blurted, "do you remember when I helped old Fern, the mouse who could barely see? Well, that day I felt something rising in me. It was a kind of light. But now," his voice began to break, "because of that armadillo, I only feel small again. I tried to help him, and all I got were harsh words." Mila listened without interruption. Then, with the tip of her walking staff, she began to draw a large, wide circle in the earth between them. She picked up Zeff's little acorn cup from his satchel and placed it carefully in the center. "Zeff," she said gently, "this is your circle. What you place here, your kindness, your sincerity, these belong to you. And no harsh words can cross this line unless you allow it. Boundaries are not walls to shut others out. They are the framework that holds your freedom." Mila looked into his eyes, steady and calm. "The armadillo's hard shell belongs to him, not to you. His rejection does not touch the truth of what you offered. Your gift still shines here within this circle. Can you feel that? Zeff stared at the little acorn cup resting in the circle of earth. He took a slow breath, and his shoulders began to ease. His chest warmed again. Not because the gift had been received, but because he saw that it was still whole. "Yes," he said softly, "I see now. My gift was real. Even if that armadillo couldn't receive it, and I am still whole." Mila smiled, her voice a calm whisper. "That is the strength of boundaries, Zeff. Not to divide, but to remind you where your freedom lives." And so, when others respond with harshness, it is easy to believe your worth has been taken from you. But worth is never given by another, and it cannot be taken. Boundaries are the framework for freedom, the circle that holds your presence steady so you can give without ever losing yourself. Take a moment now and imagine drawing a circle around yourself, in the earth, in the air, or simply in your own mind. Inside this circle, place one true quality of your heart. Perhaps it would be your kindness, your sincerity, your willingness to love. Now breathe and feel how safe it is within this circle. Imagine someone's harsh words or indifference being outside of the circle. Notice they cannot cross the line unless you invite them in. Your worth remains untouched, undiminished. Sit quietly for 3 full breaths, resting in this circle of freedom. And let it remind you, boundaries are not walls of separation, but the framework that holds your freedom, so your giving can always flow without fear.